Good morning, dreamers. That was the first mouthful of the second cup. I am happy that we're in Saturday. Oh, yeah, there's much to do around this place. You know how things build up. Um, I just want to encourage you today to have a wonderful time set apart for yourself to just take some you time. When we have days off, a lot of times people pull and they want to see things. It's because they want you, they love you, and they want you. But if you need alone time or if you need space, speak up for yourself. Say, I need this, I need a carved out piece of time. And it can be 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be long, but you need to take it. And if this is not your day off and you're working, well, then enjoy your shift. And when you have a day off, carve out time for just you, because you're important enough to do that and have an appointment with yourself. One of the things I looked at with our health and wellness group today, one of the ladies brought up the concept of intention versus goal. And another woman talked about getting to the root of the problem. Often what we're trying to fix is symptoms of the problem rather than the root of the problem. And sometimes the root is how you feel about yourself. Maybe it's a hurt from the past. Maybe it's post-traumatic stress because of something that has happened to you, whether you are you think you have forgiven and your body's saying, no, you haven't forgiven. You need to let it go, whatever it looks like for you. And it was such a really cool topic because it wasn't how many pounds do you want to lose this year? How many kilometers do you want to walk or run? Like, it wasn't your typical New Year's talk. It was a talk about, let's get to what's really important. And I see that as a gift that COVID has given us. And I realize that we're all exhausted from this. We are all done. We want doors open. We want masks off. And yet our hospitals are at a shortage of workers like never before. And it just, there's so many things to talk about in the negative view of things. But we talked about finding the good even when we are so focused on the negative. And then look at our intentions. See the person behind the situation and start to give each other the benefit of the doubt, because it alleviates our own stress when we do that. When we say, okay, they said this to me, it hurt me. But that hurt is because of something within me. That offense that I took is because of something in me. So let me look at me, and then I have the capacity to look over here and go, you know what? I'm sorry you're hurting. I'm sorry that doesn't make any sense to you. I am sending you a virtual hug, or if they're in your circle, I'm giving you a hug. I love you. Despite how we agree or disagree, I love you. You are valuable. And so is your opinion. It matters. And when you validate their opinion, all of a sudden there's a person there. Brene Brown said it's really hard to hate up close. And I think that's really, really important. And there's so much distance in a social media world that we think we can type whatever we want and just send it out into the abyss and it won't land. But it does land. But so does your encouragement. And if you say, okay, you know what, I'm going to encourage that person because their opinion is valuable. If I want mine to be valuable, I'd better value theirs as well. And so that's the kind of thing we were talking about, is renewing our mindset. And that's actually a scriptural process, the renewing of our minds. And it's like God is saying, you know, when the closer you get to me, the less you have to worry about other people, and you're renewing your mind in me and in who you have been created to be. So leave it alone. My mom always says, there was a time when there were disciples that were like, Jesus, who's going to be first? Who's going to sit closest to you? Because the closer you are to your rabbi, the more studious a student you are. You wanted to be so close behind them that their dust kicked up and landed on you, because then you had your rabbi's dust on you. And there's one point where Jesus turns to the guys and says, what's it to ya? right? And it's just like, guys, you and I have a friendship here. Don't worry about other people. Worry about you and me. And don't worry about other people. So my mom will often say, what's it to you, Marilyn? What's it to you? And I'm like, yeah, right. I need to focus on me and Jesus. Everybody else, what's it to me? And so that's a really important thing to think about, is what am I doing to maintain health and wellness, spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, social, like all of those parts of my wheel. What is the hub that those parts swirl around? And that hub for me, I want it to be the hope and love of Jesus Christ. And think about what your hope, what your hub is, because the hub is what will make your world move, your wheel of a world. So what is your hub? And that's your intention behind whatever your action is. And it was a really great conversation, because it's not your typical, I want this, 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 and this. Your New Year's list. And I think that's the way we need to go into this world. And that is a gift that COVID has given us, that we can see what's really important. So think about your hub. Think about your intentions. Have a great Saturday. I'm out because I'm going overtime again. I'm working on it. Love you. Don't quit your daydream. Have some sweet ones today. Bye.